blooming marvellous. Absolutely beautiful. And he's just going to show me the ancient pizza oven. Wow, look at this. I don't think we have many more years to save this one. Good morning everybody. For all those that are new to the channel, my name's Sean, as you've probably already guessed. Welcome to Sean's World. And on my videos I'll be doing various projects, one of them being my little oak barn that collapsed. I'm in the process of rebuilding it, trying to use all the old timbers, recycling and things like that. I'll be doing gardening. You'll see me working at the Pevericks, at Michael's cottage and Billy's chateau. I'll be doing a little bit of cooking, a little bit of travelling. Oh, and of course, yeah, some copper antique buying. So yeah, hope you enjoy the channel. Subscribe and like if you haven't already. Be much appreciated. So let's kick off with the garden tour. So in the next video you'll be seeing me working on this beautiful, it's probably about 150 years old, maybe 200 years old, oak framed barn. Now that's one section of the A-frame that will be going on this end. Right, what way shall I go? Well, I've kind of laid the garden out into different sections. I've got an opened lawn area that the barn sits in, and I try and let it go natural. Several reasons. One, it's good for the wildlife. Two, it's much easier for me to keep it like this. But no, it's really amazing once you let everything, you know, just grow. Even the grasses look nice. So yeah, this is the, I suppose I'd call it the evergreen area, where I plant all the evergreens to give a bit of shelter from the winds and that in the winter, and shade in the summer. It's interspersed with berries, bushes, various different things. I think I'll take you through this way. That goes back to the cottage garden. Through there, I'm growing a bit of an archway here. I like the garden to slowly reveal itself. I don't like seeing everything in one go. So virtually everything you can see here I've created, apart from the big trees. So we've got a little pathway through here, and I've created another little opening there with some trellis. I've got fig trees. Now you might like to see this path that I put down from reclaimed encaustic tiles. And this is a very old door that was also reclaimed. So just to give it a bit of character, that's that. And then another area mainly planted up with fruit trees. This is a beautiful apple tree that I inherited with the property. I must show you the climbing rose. Now this I planted myself and it's absolutely beautiful. Lovely scent. That really wakes you up. Yeah, very pretty. And another little opening into my barbecue area. I've constructed a little building over my barbecue just to keep it dry. Right, now it's all looking a bit overgrown because I've been quite busy lately working at the Pevericks. Not that I'm complaining. Now this area here is full of foxgloves. This is a sunken garden that I've created. It's probably about 10 foot deep, and it's just the other side of the pond that I created. So there is a pathway into it, although at the moment I can't get through. But we'll explore a bit more down there at another date. Now in the bottom there I've planted willows, there's some fruit trees, there's various things. Now this area sometimes floods. Sometimes it can be up to a couple of feet deep, so yeah, it's just like an overfill really from the pond. The pond's naturally fed by rainwater from all the roofs and surrounding gutters. Wildlife seems to love that. It was only yesterday that I heard the mating call of a frog. It actually sounded like a crow. But yeah, it's good to know there's wildlife in there. Right, let's walk through here. I've got various vegetable beds, raised beds planted up, mainly with weeds at the moment. But I'll get around to doing that. I've got chives, we've got beautiful sweet peas. I like mixing it up. I like having plants, you know, non-edible with edibles. There's a bronze fennel. What was that one, bronze fennel? So yeah, no real rules for me, just if it works, I'll do it. Now these are beautiful sour cherry trees. I've got several of those, dwarf variety. So I haven't got to jump up too high to get them. Which is quite handy because the birds normally beat me to it. So we're in, it's like a mini orchard. Interspersed with some raised vegetable beds. What I like to do is just cut pathways into the grass, and various times of the year I let the grass grow at different heights depending on what's happening with nature. Right, these are leeks that have gone to seed. Well, look at that, how amazing that looks. Depending on what I've planted, a lot of them go to seed and they drop the seed and they grow the following year. So, no need to replant, you just let nature do its stuff. Brilliant. Right, this is beautiful when it's in flower, a cyanosis I think it's called. I'm not a plants person. If I like it, I plant it. I've got that sort of ethos. Right, now look at the seeds on this lot. I think that's some sort of greens. It was. Wow. Right. Now we're coming out of the mini orchard. We're just going to the other side of the sunken garden. Oh, face full of cobwebs. This huge willow tree you can see in front of you towers up. Probably about well, 30 foot, 30 to 40 foot, so 10, maybe 15 metres tall. I took a cutting off of a tree, not too far from my garden, put it in some water, it rooted, and I imagine 5 years later, it's nearly as big as the tree that I took it from. And I've took various cuttings from my tree, so that didn't cost me a thing. So I've created some steps down into here. Now this is the other side of the sunken garden. There's a little bench there for contemplation. It's an old recycled beam, oak beam, that would have gone across a mantelpiece, an open fire. Yeah, quite a lot of nature in there. And there we go. So this is a beautiful specimen of a tree, and I think it's an acer. Lovely colour to the leaves. Right. Onwards and upwards. Just give you a little glimpse over the hedge. Now there's a bit of a gorge the other side there, and that would have led down to the field, so they would have had the cows inside in one of the barns, and they would have drove them out down that track into the field for the day. This is all the pears and apples that gets turned into cider and calvados and pear liqueur even. There we go. That's the bread oven that would have belonged to this lovely farmhouse property I've got. Plum trees, cherry trees. And a beautiful oak tree. They say that the oak tree carries the most diversity for wildlife and nature of any of the species of tree, I believe, so always good to have one of those in your garden. Now this is looking a bit overgrown. I've got some work to do still on here, and this was the little pig barn. There's a little door here with a trough the other side. That would have been where they put the food in for the piggies. And this is just another entrance down into the sunken garden. So yeah, still got lots of work to do. Takes a lot of maintenance, but I don't mind that. Look at the garden, cottage garden. It's coming into bloom, blooming marvellous. So this is the view that I have when I'm sitting down underneath the pergola. Now in a previous video, those that haven't seen it, I constructed this metal pergola, less than €50. Quite an easy project. It needed a little bit of manipulation, but it was an idea I had for quite some time, and it was nice to see it put to good use. So we've got some lighting, which is really nice of an evening. We've also got some climbers up each corner: wisteria, clematis, jasmine, honeysuckle. So it's going to take shape over the coming months, and I'll keep you posted. Here we have a beautiful climbing jasmine. It's already grown several feet, I'd say, this month. So yeah, we'll soon be in a canopy of greenness and flowers. How lovely. The birds like it too. Let's just check on the tomatoes. Oh, they're growing good. Now these tomatoes, in a previous video, Michael Doing It Ourselves vlog, he grew these from seed, and they kindly gave me some, and they're growing good. What a clever chap. There we go. Yeah, looking splendid. So in the morning, with my coffee in hand, I'll show you where I sit and wake up. Potatoes are growing good. There's the bench that I sit on. I sit down here and I slowly wake up. Right. I hope you enjoyed that little tour, and I suppose I better get ready for work. Go and have me breakfast, go and meet Billy and Michael. So this is our lovely French neighbour, who happens to speak a little bit of English, and he's just going to take me and show me the ancient pizza oven that would have once belonged to this property, but is now, sadly, on the outskirts. So we're just going to go and have a look to see what sort of condition it's in. Like I say, it would have originally belonged to my property. Over the years the land got divided and the farmer needed access. So unfortunately it wasn't with the sale, but you can see it's quite overgrown, but very enchanting. I've never seen inside. I understand there's a bread oven in there. Now, it may be a possibility of me purchasing this. The farmer is going to speak to the lady that still owns the land that I bought the house from, to see whether or not I can buy it. But the door is fixed fast, and I'm not sure we can get inside. And I'm not much help. Something. He's just gone to get a big log to open the door. This is the way we do it in France. As you can see, it's a beautiful old building. It looks like it's full of wood. I feel a bit helpless standing here filming. I'll just take you around to the other side, and on the back there, under all that vegetation, is a bread oven, believe it or not. I'm not sure what sort of condition we're going to find this in. We're going in. Now this is the first time in a long time. These farmers are pretty fearless. Okay, we're in. This should go. Wow. I will try and get through them brambles. I'm in. Wow. Look at this. Woo. This is very special. And in not bad condition really. I mean, a bit of stonework was falling down the chimney, but that's to be expected. That could easily be rebuilt. I'm not sure how well we can see inside. Oh wow.
The roof is alright.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
Doesn't look too bad. Is there any bread in there?
No more.
No more bread. Wow.
And the soil is alright too.
It is good. Is it soil? The base is soil?
Yeah.
Would be clay, as you?
I don't think so. It's
No?
like this.
Ah, terracotta.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. We have to be careful this does not collapse on your head above you. Here.
Yeah.
This one here.
Oh yeah.
It's very... It'd be very fragile.
Just.
Yeah. This one is holding.
Yeah.
Wow. It looks a lot better than I thought it would. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you very
it's all right.
much for showing me.
Okay, no problem.
Wow. And you think the age of...
I don't really know. I don't know. There's no date on.
No. Certainly.
Very old. Maybe more than 100 or 200 years. I think so.
200 years, okay. Great construction.
I think so.
It's like, it's probably the same age as my barn, my little barn.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. This could be a project. I'm not sure whether I'd have to dismantle it or whether I could... I think I would have to take down or leave here.
I have to take it. Yeah.
Take down, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I think I'll need a hand with this one. Got a great project. Thank you very much for showing me.
Okay, no problem.
Right, we've got to try and get out now without being attacked with brambles. Oh. Thank you very much. I think it could be rescued. It could be saved.
Yeah, it's an oven. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think if it stays here, it will just it'll collapse.
Yeah.
And that would be a real shame. It certainly could be
Since the roof is
detached. Ah, yeah.
it's fell down, so it's time to make something.
Yes, so just showing here the actual roof has detached from the building, and I think it's only a matter of time before we lose this lovely little building. Yeah.
The wall is alright.
Oh yeah. It's saved most of it. It's kind of collapsed on top of the oven roof. I don't think we have many more years to save this one. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted on the news. Wow. Pretty little building. Food for thought.
Okay, so bye.
Thank you very much. It's bye from me as well.